Hi, welcome to another video, and I'm testing today, well, reviewing really, and I'm reviewing what I consider a bit of an old friend, and that is the GoPod. Hi, welcome to another video, and I'm testing today, well, reviewing really, and I'm reviewing what I consider a bit of an old friend, and that is the GoPod, previously known as the Cockpit. And this is a brand new 2024 model. You'll see this come up on probably on Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday or Wednesday when it comes up, which is its official date of launch at the NEC. So if you're down at the NEC from Tuesday till Sunday, search out for the stand, and you'll see 4 GoPods there for you to actually come and have a look. Now, they're going to produce just one model this time. They did a few different variants, but this one is loaded up with an extra kit, and this retails about 5 short of 23k. Now, they're pretty unique, as we know, and I've seen quite a lot of these out on the road and out on site, and you get a big awning to go on the back of this. But what they've done for 2024, they've actually made some really good little improvements. Anyway, let's go and have a look. Right, I'm inside the little GoPod, and straight away what you can get is different finishes inside. So that means, of course, different upholstery too. I mean, that's always been the case, but this is, now I forgot what they called this. Chris, who is very knowledgeable, he's been here some years, and I did a video with Chris some years ago, and he was telling me it's this sort of pine. I can't remember the name of it now, but I think it looks really good. Now I'm going to show you one in like a very trendy blue colour, finished furniture, and I think that looks good, but I don't know, I think this just takes the edge. For 2023 this was a very popular wood finish on the GoPods. Anyway, let's crack on and let's do this here video. I'll give you a quick brief rundown, because Going was a Portuguese company and still is, but it was then a company called Pluma. Pluma started up in around 1963-64, and they were going to actually start to export to the UK. The tours were sort of run-of-the-mill stuff, but they never did. They only exported, I think, into France and a few into Germany, Italy, but they were never big producers. It was a very family-based business. Now, cut long story short, around about 2000, 2001, there was a new brand of caravan that came into the UK. It was Portuguese, and it was called Going, and that was made by Pluma. And they were trying to get into the UK. I think they were coming in through a company down in Sussex, and for a little while they had a little bit of moderate success, and then of course it stopped really, the importation. But a new importer took over. That was Redline Caravan Centre. Now, I remember Redline Caravan Centre from being a sort of kid, being taken around about 1970 to their place. It was right by the canal. They've moved since then to a new, bigger place a few years ago now, and this is great. So lots of area to look and everything. Now, consequently, that's my phone. Sorry about that. But consequently, I started going there about 2004-05 again, because I did work for a magazine called Caravan and Motorhome Mart, which was a great magazine, and we used to do a lot of advertising editorial, and they said go down to Redline Caravans and go there and have a look at these new Goings. So I looked at the Goings, and they were very plain, they were quite cheap, they were pretty lightweight too. And I did quite a few reviews for several magazines on them, actually, to be quite honest, and I thought, yeah, they were alright. They were never the build quality wasn't the best. Anyway, cut long story short, they came and said, come look at this new one they've got out. It's a GLP moulded shell and it's called the Cockpit. And when I saw it, I just thought, wow, this could really do something. And I think then they were around about £5,500. I ended up doing some reviews, and I also ended up doing the brochure for them as well. In fact, I did 2 brochures for them, i.e. the photography, and also for the Going caravan range. Eventually Going went into liquidation, well, Pluma did, and a company called Falcon took over the Cockpit, and it got renamed for the UK as the GoPod. So there you go, that's your history lesson. So back in 2024, what's been happening? Well, look, when you produce a Tourer like this, there's not a lot you can do. You can always tweak them up, give them different specs, and this is what has been happening over the years. Now, GoPods have become very, very... it's still a niche van, but it's a popular niche van, if you know what I'm saying. So it has a pop top for your headroom, and it's become quite a nichey van, to be quite honest. Quite a caravan that people actually are sort of making a bit of a beeline for. So I've seen these being towed behind a motorbike and sidecar before today, though I'm not saying that's entirely a good thing to do, but they weigh about 750 kilos gross weight, and they're very light, they're very easy to tow. So again, ideal for some of these people who want to tow an electric car, who've got, obviously, they're not, they've only got like 1,000 kilos tow limit, or even less than that. They can probably get away with towing one of these. And I've towed these over the years with many cars, including my own cars, and I'll tell you something, they stick like glue to the road. They're very streamlined. I've towed even one of these behind what was it, a Skoda Roomster. Took it into the Yorkshire Dales in Christmas time, I think it was, and took some photographs for a magazine there, and it was great. I could get down the back roads, it was super. So this is great about them. They're easy to manoeuvre, and of course a GLP shell, so it's not going to leak. And yes, it's great, and believe it or not, some people do fit a mover on them. Okay, so this is a very small Tourer, obviously. But what have they done? Well, I'll tell you something. What they've decided to do is decided to stick some extra cupboards up here, some little lockers. And I really like this, because I like these catches better than the push button ones. Okay, you're not going to fit in your jumpers and everything in there, but at the end of the day, it's a proper little locker. He says, it shuts up, yeah, it does do. You've got this little shelf up here, but all these lockers are all new for 2024. Not only that, they've put new kitchen tops on as well. You've got your extension here, and plus underneath the seating, if you can see it, there's lighting too. There's also some handy pouches here at the side. See, that's quite good. So what they've done, they made it much space and storage as they can with this little Tourer. Now, okay, let's start off at the front. Well, look, this front end can be made into a double bed, or you can sleep it as 2 singles. And that's done by, of course, slats here, which pull out. I've had them out before, so I didn't put them back proper. I can't get those in. They just need a bit. I think they just need a little bit of attention. The others on the next one went okay. Okay, there's a blown air vent there. This is a whale unit that's in this. Storage underneath there. Storage underneath it. They still use the old plywood tops on, but if you can just see, there's quite a bit of storage in there. And there's the fixing there for the floor for the table, which is a swivel table, and the battery is underneath the locker here. Plus you've got the controls there for the room heater. So the front lounge is really quite smart. For 2 people it's absolutely ideal. There's good lighting with the corner spots there, and also you've got 2 LED lights as well in the ceiling. And of course, with the walls being white, it does reflect nicely, and this upholstery does too. I really like this upholstery. I really like this van. I think it feels quite upmarket with that wood finish. So let's have a quick look round now into the kitchen area, which obviously is basically the rest of the van. Now what I have found is the table I took out before, and there's really nowhere to put that table, which is a bit of a shame. You might be able to get it under the front locker, but it's a lot of faffing about if you want to take the table out, so it could do with somewhere to put it, but I don't know what you'd do with it. But anyway, we'll move it. Oh, what you must remember, of course, is that the pop-up here only extends so far, so you've only got this area of headroom, which of course you need for your kitchen and what have you. But if you're sort of just returning back this front end and you don't quite remember, you've got quite a lip there to bang your head on. But although it's not sharp, it's smooth round. That's consolation. Anyway, let's look at the cooker first. It's a Dometic unit, sort of thing you find on a camper van in all fairness. 2-burner hob, nice little sink here, cold water supply only as far as I'm aware of. I'll have to check that on the spec, because these have literally landed in 2 days ago. As I say, you've got your extended work surface there, which is good. Now also you've got, as of course, is your work surface here too. And the old days, on the old goings, they used to have a 12 volt, well, it wasn't even a fridge really properly, which you could take out. What they've done now is they've stuck the small Dometic fridge in, and that's a lot better. So you've got a little freezer compartment there, and for 2 people you'll have enough food storage there, I would think. What they did introduce, and because I've not seen a 2023 model actually, as daft as it sounds, I never got round to reviewing one. So they introduced this for the 2023s, which is a slide out storage thing, which is really good. And what I find as well, the build quality feels really good on this. It feels a bit better than what they have been in previous. I've said that about the vans as well. So that clicks back in. There's storage again underneath here. There's also a TV unit to stick your telly on there. Now this does come with a TV aerial. It's a stick-on one on the side by MaxiView. I don't know what the performance are like on those. You might be a little bit limited, I don't know. But anyway, that's an extra, because this van's kitted up with like 3 grand of extras. So this retails about £23,000, as I said before, just short of it actually. So that's what it comes with. It comes out with an exterior mains, an exterior main socket, TV aerial point if you've packed into the site, and it's a really smart little tourer. There's no doubt about it. I do like this finish, and I do like these cupboard doors as well. How different they are. They just look really good, and against this pine wood effect. Right, let's have a look at the cupboard storage underneath the kitchen here. Now there's plenty of storage under there. I've got to be careful because I end up falling out through the back door. But there's good storage there, and the storage beneath with a drawer. That's a drawer that slides out, and which is full of bits and pieces, so I won't really show you that. But you've got some more storage here too. Now in the old cockpits you used to put the gas cylinder, I think, in this bit here. Well, that's obviously now at the front, and that's a lot better. So it frees up the space up inside. As I say, everything feels quite well made. I really do like it. You've also got more storage, as I say, underneath the fridge, and this is your wardrobe, which comes, of course, a little mirror on there. See, are you getting the feel that this is very much sort of a touring, a caravan camper van almost, isn't it? These are the bits that come with it, of course, for the TV. There's also a, I think they've got a solar panel on these as well. It won't be very big, but it'll be enough to keep your battery topped up, no doubt. They use the Sargent electrics here. Now, of course, what you are going to be stuck on is the fact is there is really no hanging space at all. And maybe they may have been better of taking the shelves out and just having a little hanger here, and just sort of doing away with the shelving, because what they've done quite well is the cupboard storage. And they still keep the loo, which this slides out and ready for use. So this is quite a roomy little Tourer, and I can see why they're popular with people who are on their own, who still maybe have lost a partner, and still want to go caravanning but don't want to be hunking around a massive great big caravan. They've probably got a dog. You can stick an awning on the back end of this, although it is a big awning. How long it would take you to put up, I don't know. I've never sort of seen that happen, to be quite honest. But as a little small compact Tourer, I'm surprised nobody's ever done a copy of this, to be honest with you, on the UK, because it's sort of really, as I say, you see quite a lot of them knocking around now on the roads. And the good thing is they are very easy to store. You can store them in most garages, and literally keep them under cover. So, what do you think? Do you think it looks better now for 2024 to put the lockers in at the top there? I certainly do, and I just think it feels a whole lot better. Now on the next video I'm going to take you into the little trendy one, which you can just see through the window there, which is pink. Yes, it's pink. We're going to go in that because I've got a different colour finish in there on the furniture. That's blue, and we'll do a run through on that, see what you think. You've got your control panel up there, you got some USB ports and a 12-volt socket. You've got a mains socket down the bottom end here. I think it could do with another main socket. I would think two main sockets wouldn't have gone amiss, to be quite honest. So again, that's something else I'd like to have seen. Probably a proper main socket here. You know, or onto the kitchen area, so at least you can put your kettle on there and boil it up. Alright, let's have a summary. Right, well, I think the little GoPod still has appeal, and I think especially in this finish, it feels quite upmarket as well. It certainly looks better. Now I know people are going to say, well, it's only 23,000 quid, Andy, and yes, we know that, but usually when things are niche, it usually means that they're usually more expensive than conventional run-of-the-mill stuff, and so that's what you've got here really, because this is a caravan, or whatever you want to call it, well, a micro caravan really, that is unique in the fact that it's very easy to tow and manoeuvre and all this type of thing. And so, of course, generally, you're going to have to pay a bit more. What I'd like to see is more main sockets. There is actually two main sockets. There's actually one by the kitchen here, but when you put the flap down there, your plug might get trapped in there. It makes it hard to access. All the windows are opening except for the front ones. And I really do like this van. I mean, I think, you know, trying to improve on something that you've got a good little, you know, you've got a good design basically, and these have got a real good following, and I can see why. Really, is not an easy act to follow. But I think these improvements for 2024, with the new locker styles, I think are a lot better. And also the fact that they've got the fridge and that slide out storage is meaning that they're actually thinking about this and not just sort of resting and sort of sitting on the laurels in effect. While I've been here at Red Lion, because I'm at Red Lion Caravans obviously, just outside Southport, it's a really dull day, but there's been people coming in and people have been looking at them and going, oh, they're cute and all this that and the other. Now they're not buyers, they're just people that just sort of passing really their opinions, and they're going after the normal conventional caravans, but they do hold some appeal. And if they go up for sale, you don't usually see them hanging around very long either. So if you're single, or there's just two of you and you don't need loads and loads of space, or you've got shortage of space, say if you're in a flat and you've got a little lock-up garage, you can use this, pop it in, and it's nicely out of the way. It's out of the way of the weather, it's out of the way of anybody who wants to think about nicking it off you. And it's really, as I say, a Tourer that really has, it's just got some sort of appeal, hasn't it? I know all the other videos I've done on the GoPods have all done really well, and lots of people like to look at them. And this is, as I say, my latest one, the 2024. This will be launched, as I say, at the NEC, and this will go out on the day that it gets launched. So if you're down the NEC that week and you see me knocking about, I might be there the odd day or two. Give me a nod. Come and say hello. Tell me if my video channel's rubbish or whatever. I'm not bothered. Oh yeah, I am actually. No, I'm not, because I'm always trying to improve where I can, and hopefully, as I say, you do enjoy the channel. The subscribers are going up nicely, and people are liking, and great comments too. Anyway, please like and subscribe, and please keep watching the videos, and please share the videos too. And if you do buy a GoPod or any caravan that I recommend on the site, whether it's new or used at the dealer, please tell the salesman and mention the channel. That'd be great. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video, which, strange enough, is a going in pink. Yeah, in pink.